god. This game is not suitable for children or for those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or
Watch.
you know it's a bad sign when it says individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Oh no. As someone who suffers from both.
No, hang on, now it's over.
I already chat. Do I look at yes contains spoilers because I already know the spoilers? Should I like mentally prepare myself and look at the spoilers because I haven't looked at the spoilers in 2 years, 3 years.
Okay, so you already know this.
I know most of it.
I mean, psychological horror.
Fuck it, I ain't no bitch.
Just to, like, prove that you can get through it.
Oh no.
Not even like you're doing a blind proof.
I consent to whatever you're gonna do to me. I sell my soul to these anime women.
I'm here for moral.
Oh my god, I love this music. I've seen memes with this fucking song. Yo! Yo!
The nice looking show is
Yo, you can't see me right now, but I don't have my chair, so I'm just jumping up and down in my room listening to this shit right now.
I agree.
Yo, this fucking menu music.
When do I just start talking to girls?
New game. Please enter my name. What should my name be, guys?
Fuck, I don't know.
Alright, fuck.
Okay.
What's a really stupid name?
I don't know.
L.
Should I get it? No. Okay.
Yep. Oh my god, I remember the scene.
Do you?
Oh god, I'm not a good voice actor.
I'm dealing with stream lag.
Hey. I see an annoying bitch running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself... What? Never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However,
I made a major mistake.
I know I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
No, because I've taken 19 years to connect.
Dude, I'm too deep in it now. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ah! I overslept again, but I caught you this time.
Streaming shit.
L.
And I'm not linking this video.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, L.
You have to say it like
I have to say it like light Yagami every time.
L.
L.
No, she's on stream now.
Well,
like stream like you say right now.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. I do. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, bitch. I mean, Sayori.
Oh, hang on. Okay, that's one.
Oh my god, this music, hold on. I'm trying to distract myself from the fear that I'm about to feel.
No, don't worry. The whole
it's a wholesome game.
very.
Could you imagine if someone clicks in stream without knowing this is a horror game and sees the title? And then this shit?
Okay. I feel like everybody on the planet knows that Space Station is... No, what?
That DDLC is a horror game, but still. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Elle, have you have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. Sounds like me. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. That's the realest thing I've ever heard in my life. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Oh, fuck, man. You trust me, right? No? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Sure, yes. Yeah, I guess.
Shit, I guess.
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree bitch?
Damn, okay.
More than that.
Do her like that.
More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Oh, yeah, never mind. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. This is a weird-ass school, I'm just saying. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. This is the realest thing I've ever read in my life.
What happened?
After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation.
I see.
Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Oh, God. Hello? Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in this. How? Where's your teacher? This is not how school works. This doesn't just happen.
You did the teaching?
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no. Wait, I'm going to your club. Sayori is a vice president of the literature club. You're a nerd! Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title, Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki already made cupcakes and everything. Don't make up promises you can't keep.
I came here for a cupcake.
I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. Yoshi got airheads slide.
Dude, I'd love an air.
I love some head. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. That might be the best line of dialogue in the game. That might be my favorite piece of dialogue in the entire game. Today marks the day. Why is the music off, by the way? The music is silent and it's scaring me.
It's gonna blow up. Music's gonna explode. You're going to explode.
I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Oh my god, the music. Welcome to Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? You brought a boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, ew. What a surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly hot women.
Women!
That's what he says. Quote unquote he.
That's what he says.
Yes, is full of incredibly cute girls.
Fire! No.
Why can't I hit?
There's two.
There's two cute girls on screen right now. One trans.
What?
What are you looking at?
They need
If you want,
I'm gonna fucking lose it.
if you want to say something, say it. Sorry.
I know what I need to do.
Natsuki.
Drink more whiskey and Space Station 40.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. I thought she said moldy. I have probably dyslexia. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other two girls. Anyway, that is Natsuki, always full of energy. Yeah, fucking clearly. And that's Yuri. The smartest in the club. That's my type. Smarter than me? You can outthink
Yeah,
me.
my type is Yuri.
You can outthink me any day. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? No. That's right. It's great to see you again, L. Oh, don't pose like that.
Don't move like that.
We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, hideous, and athletic. He didn't call her hideous.
Smart,
but that,
hideous, and athletic.
he said smart, beautiful, and athletic. I said smart, hideous, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. That's what I'm saying. Oh my god, this fucking music, man.
I joined the fucking game of Space Station for 3 seconds.
So having her smile at me
And the Tesla lose.
so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come, sit down, L. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry. Got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? I'm not a tea guy. I hate tea, actually. Fuck you and your British cuisine. The girls
Tea hater.
have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Fuck. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. I was going to choose that if it gave me a choice anyway. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay. Are you ready? I hate her, so I'm giving her like the worst voice I can think of for a lady. Ta-da! Oh my fucking god, whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. That's so cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. Let's go west. Sayori talks with her mouth full, and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite, obviously from the top. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. She did. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for, I started on the wrong word. For you dumbass. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Fair enough. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the tea spot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. I don't believe that for a fucking second. If you went to the same school I did, they wouldn't allow half of the shit you guys get away with. I'm just, like, killing... Never mind, I can't spoil it for other people. But... come on now. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I fucking hate reading, and I hate tea. You're lucky you're like the baddest bitch here. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated.
Oh, dear God.
Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not true! Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me. I at least enjoy tea, don't lie. I know you want her, but don't lie and say you like tea, buddy. You're me, and I'm you, and I don't like tea, which means that you don't like tea. Are you liking something? Do you have a conscience? Are you having a mind of your own? That's disgusting. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, and then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make this club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics in the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity. and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. That's the only thing I think we'll ever agree on in the entire game. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club, huh? You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Damn. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You fuck! You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But sometimes, but fuck you, I'm filling in the blanks. I keep filling in the blanks with different words that don't exist.
We're just making shit up at this point.
Yeah, I'm making the sentence make more sense. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important.
Look at the anime women.
I'm confident that we can all really grow in this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? No. I mean, yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. That's what I'm saying! I mean, I'm looking at it right now.
My chat message?
Yeah. Such different women, girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard to find these three and killing them. Yes.
Hey, well,
Honka honka. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining.
We're also delighted by the idea of Yuri becoming Korean.
Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Yeah, me neither, man. I mean, you're me and I'm you.
You just say stupid ass shit all game.
So, L, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good answer. Manga, I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds.
Yeah, shit's blowing up.
The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. You should read my stories, Yuri. Yuri, let me hook you up. I got some good stories. Just saying. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Subtle foreshadowing. These past 2 lines of dialogue have been the most subtle of subtle foreshadowing. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Subtle foreshadowing again. 3 dialogue. Third dialogue box in a row. Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Finally, we agree on something, you pink-haired tranny.
What the fuck?
We both hate horror.
Come on.
Let's go, Natsuki. Rare Natsuki W. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Like the album? That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give it back. Fine. Burn. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Okay, you're gay, Sayori. So we're in gay.
So we're in gay. No, we're in Yuri.
Ugh. I know. Wait, we're in what? Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're me and I'm you. Don't lie. You're me, I'm you. Don't stop lying. You've lied a couple times now, man. I know it's psychological horror, but God, you ain't gotta lie. You ain't gotta lie like that, man. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Yo, I might be in the right club. I think I'm in the right club. And the music.
Mr.
The over 100 pages of writing.
Story.
Hey, Mr. 4 stories, one's 100 pages. Yeah. I'm a writer. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable. Okay, yeah, feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. Well, you're a nosy bitch, so you aren't. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Oh. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right? L. Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still, one problem. And? What's that? Now that we're back at the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never really made my decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, L. You all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's all like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these bitches. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Oh my god! Yes! 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 I'm so happy. I'm reading dialogue.
This dialogue fucking sucks.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. said Netsu. That's bar for bar what she said. I actually didn't add the pissed part.
I'm currently watching your stream because all I'm missing out on is like hoping people explode and die in space station.
Then that makes it
That's what
official.
happens.
Welcome to the Literature Club, you fucking virgin. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note.
You know, I never realized how much the game needs like a fucking like anime story fan fiction.
This is my type of shit.
Like this series is exactly like a fucking like, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. I'm getting homework for an optional class.
Generic.
Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. What if I don't? You're gonna give me a 0? It's a club. It's extracurricular. You're gonna give me a 0?
No, give me a 0. No, they kill you.
Yeah, fair enough. Could you imagine if you actually have to write a poem and if you don't, you get a "you died" scream?
Game over.
Monica looks over at me once more. L. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, as I say.
Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre... Mediocre? Mediocre? I'm a pretty talented writer.
Steal the Bible.
Yeah, bring the Bible and say it's yours.
Sorry, I was looking at some guy's objectives.
I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. It's not gonna be anything coming inside you, mate. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, L, since we're already here, do you want to go for a walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for fucking clubs. Sure, may as well. Yeah. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. The four nations. Never mind. I don't remember the Avatar intro, I can't. Will I really be happy spending every day of school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these bitches. I mean girls. Alrighty. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
My you killed him.
Guys, I really want Yuri, though. It's time to write a poem. Pick words that you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem most. Raindrop. Massacre. Warm. Unending. Nimble. Unending.
We got no tab.
Heart. Philosophy.
Oh, lots of.
Unrestrained hurt, fear, pain. Climax. Broken.
What?
Why does Sayori like all this stuff? Anxiety.
I say like, huh?
Death.
Neato.
Chocolate, comfort, insight. Hopeless. Why does Sayori like hopeless?
Kill her.
Horror. I'm only picking the ones I
Horror.
think Yuri will like. I want my bad bitch.
Horror.
Alone.
I want my dad.
Why does Sayori like a lot of this stuff? Stop. Judgment.
Judgment.
Unstable. Disarray. Melancholy.
I got no fucking hours for that. That's
Family.
no fucking time, man.
Music. Dark. Why does she like that? Lust. Shame. Lazy.
Vibing in the pregame lobby.
Chat, no, I think Sayori liked the majority of that. No. Hey again.
No, not fucking.
L. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back in this fuck-ass club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Elle. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Fuck you, too. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join the club this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan on to just come here to hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big fucking mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in a club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. L always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is a messy and it's distracting. And you set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and L can become good friends too? Sayori... As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh! It even brought you something today, you know? What? Wait, Sayori... Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? I need to know. Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Once again. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I am Vegeta.
What?
I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her balls and pulls out a book.
What?
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I think you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want to.
I'm gonna kill you.
This is...
How about I beat you to death? How about that?
How this girl accidentally the best one in the club. She picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. No, you won't. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Can I not talk to her, please? I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. Yes! I want Yuri's screen time.
Yuri's screen time. Hang on, bro, I gotta tab out of my game.
Hold on.
I'm already 16 hours behind, like, screen lag.
I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same cover as the one she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. The music changed and it scared me. The music suddenly changed and it scared me. That's right.
You think he's gonna get through this game?
No, Yuri popped up and the music completely changed and it scared me. Yeah, no, I'm not getting through this game, chat. I'm scared of music changing.
Scared of music?
Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second.
I have to make nationwide announcement. Can I get some conjures in the chat? Other guy on the radio? I will kill myself live on radio. That's the kind of process I can respect.
This only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. but I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason, obviously, fucking idiot.
This is bullshit.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, it was buy one, get one. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Cap.
So happened to grab 2 of the same book.
I see.
And I also just happened reading it. Just starting right now.
There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'll definitely start reading it. Okay. Let me stop. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Relatable. It's going to be someone in the psych ward. Is that so, El? You literally said this. You said the same dialogue as the main character. What is it about anyway?
Bro,
Well,
read this shit. Like, I just know.
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Hello? There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about a girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost young sister, but as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped a What?!
There's no barkeep.
And while her life is in danger, she desperately chooses who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yeah. Yuri gently giggles. Are you not a fan of that short of a thing, Elle? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. Oh, I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Yeah, shut the fuck up. Not again.
I'm
sorry.
racist, aren't I?
Hey, don't apologize.
Okay.
I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Yeah, real. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Yeah, you're probably autistic. I would hope so. Sayori is. Has to be. Or, like, retarded, or, like, something.
Okay. I don't think that's how that works.
Stop me if I talk too much.
See that, like, those
if
two are
I
interchangeable.
talk I'm sorry, guys. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all, you idiot. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit there. I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's how you say that word. Yeah. The man's a certified genius. I don't know what apprehensive means. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That it's reading in company with somebody. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. Fuck! I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but I feel it somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. She's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was, you really apologize a lot, don't you? Yeah, she's just like me. I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, fuck! I do the same thing. This should work, right? I slide my desk up against Yuri's and hold my book between the two of them. I suppose this works. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn a page. Oh! A different angle. Yes.
What are you talking about, Han? What's going on?
I might have to screenshot this and make this my background on my everything.
Huh?
I might have to make this my new background on everything.
What is it? I'm still in stream lag.
Yeah, I'll sit here and wait.
I'll sit here and wait.
I can look at this forever.
Okay, pal. Good, the whiskey's starting to kick in. Yeah, in Space Station.
Yeah, because I'm drinking and playing DDLC. I'm underage drinking. Yuri takes her left
I feel like
arm
I'm almost there. I feel like I'm almost there.
and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forehead.
Wait.
I do the same thing with my right arm on the
I
right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb and flips to the other side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay.
I'm like leaning towards for no reason.
You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer, you slow-ass reader. Slow reading have-an-ass, dyslexic have-an-ass, idiot. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. I don't know why I tried to do like a David Hayter's voice for a second. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it a bit by my own yeah. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How? Well, I guess she's a bit more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses a lot. Yeah, second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. No, I get a different angle. I was enjoying that.
No.
Yuri remains silent for a moment, but L. That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's really embarrassing that you think that. What? I didn't mean that in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you were so self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's... Okay, I don't want to call it cute, but like... What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Oh. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. I forgot! Monica, I forgot my poem at home. My dog ate it. Monica, don't burn me alive. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhaled, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to it. No, it's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's a good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright!
Alright!
I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book,
I don't know
and
what
slip it in!
Alright!
I slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night, you big fucking idiot? Yeah, no, Monica, my dog ate it.
My dog ate it.
I
ate my dog.
I accidentally used it as a towel after my shower last night. Yeah, my relaxation ends. Yeah, mine does too every time Monica's on screen.
What?
My relaxation ends.
What? Okay.
I'm no longer happy. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never done this before.
Just to look at Yuri, I don't know.
I can't when she's not on screen. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait, says this fucking stupid bitch. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Yeah, sounds about right. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. Psycho. I can already see Monica's quote-unquote pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. If she ain't gonna do it. Yuri, who should I show my poem first? Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. I'm gonna strut over there. Hey! As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. I hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ah ha ha. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. Riz, well, this is actually my first time. Oh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. I have to get my phone to check for AI, obviously, Yuri.
Okay.
Yuri's gonna AI check my poem, oh no. Yuri, I admit I used ChatGPT 4. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck is a ChatGPT 4? Why is there 4 of them? I sometimes forget I'm playing a horror game.
Horror game.
Hold on, I have the perfect sound effect for this game. Hold on.
Okay.
And I will have that at the ready. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words of the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just this fuck! I have no aura, no riz, it's over.
Okay.
It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up writing styles separate from their topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, as if her demeanor totally changes, her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like a fucking expert. Of course that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if you're apologizing to yourself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if this is a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Can I read that? It's cursive. I'm having trouble reading.
Okay.
I can't read it, it's cursive. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the it must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm breathing, pleasant living in the past. The light thickens. The light flickers. I flicker back. I can kind of read it. I did it. Ooh. I'm sorry. It must have been terrible handwriting. It was. Yeah, that was terrible handwriting. I can't read cursive. I can't read anime girl. I can't read women. I can't read. Period. That's it. I can't read. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a very long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is, pretty.
Okay.
That's a relief.
Fucking guy.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short, right? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Mm-hmm. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. L. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's more see, I hadn't even thought of that. Yes, you did. That's impressive.
Okay.
It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, L. Me too. I just got rizzed up by an emo chick.
Okay.
Alright, Sayori's next, because I don't like the other two. This is a good poem, L. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in a club room. Fucking idiot. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, L. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Not at all. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, guy. That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy
The fuck
All
are
right.
you doing over there?
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play, or are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. That was a bar.
Was it?
If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That's mid. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to, yeah, it's not bad. Came out nice, or how should I put that? It sounds just like you. Really? Yep. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Okay, fat ass. Even though you were late to school.
Alright.
It's bad to skip breakfast. Get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Okay, you didn't have to randomly say that. I'll write the best poem ever. I look forward to it. There you go. Alright, I'm doing Natsuki last, bro. Fuck that bitch. Hi, L. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the clubs, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up. Good. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Yeah, that's real. That's real. You're me and I'm you. I'm L. And you're Araldo Coyle or something. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, L. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's a short barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, I guess that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, L. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That's real. You're me and I'm you. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri liked this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that effectively. I know, because I did it because Yuri, give me tall emo baddie with big boobies.
Give me the tall one.
Both allowing people to get something out of it is just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all their nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own, I'm gonna do my own thing.
I'm gonna do my own. Nah.
That's basically what she told me to do.
Okay.
Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up doing fuck, can you read, you moron? I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could be a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find this kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most, like you know me. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. I'm expecting it to be something psychotic, and I'm really scared to read her poem. I'm scared her poem's gonna be like the first sign of horror.
Horror.
I'm really scared. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. Oh no. I'm scared. I'm really scared. It's cursive. I can't fucking read it. I can kind of read cursive. It couldn't have been me. See the direction. The spangled... I can't... protrudes. A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I feel blind. Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with permanent copies of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. Pause. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Pause again. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. NT on the other side was looking in. That's kind of weird. So what do you think? Very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. That kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. Yeah, you would know, huh, loser? That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you can say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strong. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. This is true. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. This is true. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Fuck you, I don't like doing that though. I hate going back and editing shit. Another way to think about this, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. Yeah, we hate... Never mind. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Well, I didn't ask.
Something about pens?
From the screen.
No. I know something about pens and Yuri in this game. Natsuki time. I've been long anticipating this. By that I mean I've been dreading it. L. If you're not gonna take this club serious, go home. What? Harsh ass. What do you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Why do I do that? Why do I do that David Hayter thing? Try again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's retarded. What?
Her poem.
The poem.
The music changed to like, what is this? A fucking recorder?
A quarter?
Her poem is eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Wow.
And the handwriting, it looks like print. It looks like, I don't even know, it looks like a child wrote it. Maybe because they did.
You look like a child.
It's ass.
Oh.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Don't lie. Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves?
Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but still hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be very disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I meant. That's what it means to be a pro. Okay, don't stroke off, man. Don't stroke that ego, buddy. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? No, I fucking didn't. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I really don't care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. I would. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. That's how I feel whenever I ask people to read my shit. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what. Are we serious? I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly, what's an anagram for ginger, exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with the language? Did you say something? No. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you can say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is, cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you're... What am I laughing at, mate? You mean fuck! You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Well, that's biased. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and L did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And L liked my poem too, you know. And he even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. The music. This game has the best fucking OST since, like, DS3. Obviously a joke. That's not what I... you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that L appreciates my advice more than he'd appreciate yours.
My earbuds died.
Oh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would... Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's... Yo. I don't want to read that. I don't want to read that. I don't want to read that out loud. Are we serious? That's not even biologically possible, is it? No, that is not. That's not how the body works. You're making it obvious that you're the youngest one here because you're the most moronic. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as L started showing up. Natsuki, what the fuck? Natsuki, that's a little fucking weird. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls head towards me as if they noticed that I was just standing here. L. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, L. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feeling and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, L? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. I can either yell at Sayori to help me, or I can get rizzy with Natsuki or Yuri, and I think we already know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to get rizzy. Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. Wait, did I do the wrong choice? Guys, hold on.
I picked the wrong choice.
I picked Yuri, but bro's talking about how he liked Natsuki's poem. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't have taken me. I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. Please glaze her. That sounds weird. Just saying, I'd be getting on my hand. Never mind. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Ooh, but Natsuki, you took it way too far, mate. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you fucking serious? That's exactly what I did. It was her that Natsuki. Can you shut the fuck up? You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Nick. Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. Yes, I picked the right choice. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her a little. Sometimes when I am hurt, it helps to walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to do it. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna jump out the fucking window, first death of the game. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, she snatches her poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem in her hands and throws it in the trash. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright, mate? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me, no? No, Yuri. How could how? My God. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, L. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing, really. One more thing. That one thing Natsuki said about, I would never do something so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna make some tea, right? Yeah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's about...
I might have to end the stream because I can't read.
It's time to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It was fun. It was worth it. It was alright, mostly. L, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone else. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Are you serious? And maybe you learned something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit of the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. I'm not. Sayori, about what happened earlier, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. You know, L. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone else is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. Until you all die. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there?
Okay.
We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the Sure. Yep. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. I'm scared that death arrives soon. I can't impress Monica with my poem. That's scary. There's only 3 out of the 4 people. That's already, like, concerning. Eternity. Insight. Essence. Kitty. Intellectual. Existence. Comfort. Passion. Destiny. Tenacious. I'm saying the words I'm choosing for my poem.
Yeah.
Nightgrown. Fuck. Sadness. Fuck. Aura.
Aura? What?
Analysis. Doki Doki. I don't know what that is. Like, in actuality. Is that like the place they're going to? Incapable. Determination. Suicide. Memories. Judgment. Games. Alright, pleased everyone. At least a little. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. Dude, this is not a horror game yet. I'm scared, because there's a lot more build-up than I thought. Like, my stream is called horror, and we're not going to get to any of the horror stuff in time. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, L. Yo. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks, fuck you, I'm not fat. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why is that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just want to look at it. Sayori, yep. Fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then turns it upside down. Lets its contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. I actually am L. What the fuck? You're always hungry, fat ass. And so that only leaves the one option. Ah! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Ah. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in a book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. Just something in the book. Yuri, tell L to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. God damn. So we got Zamasu over here.
Hey.
Did I just, I didn't mean that. I get too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess that there's a devil inside us all, isn't there? Okay, what do you think you're, Dante? You think you're Virgil? You think you're... who else? You think you got the Ripper in there? Your name Jack?
Okay.
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Okay, so we're a psychological liar.
What?
This is where the horror starts. We got a liar over here.
The horror starts live.
With fibs. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the head. Boom! Pwap! Ow! What was that? A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle from God? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. Pause. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just fucking eat it, you fat fuck. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Aha. 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 You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. And yours looks really good too, Natsuki. I'm gonna eat you and your cookie. I'm big and greedy and a liar. The horror starts with Sayori being a big greedy liar. And selfish. Can I try it? Jesus Christ. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Okay, whatever you... Don't pretend to be grateful. Jeez. I get it. Sayori takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! You just seriously just fucking do that, you fucking idiot, you fucking stupid... Mouthful. Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid! Monica, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. That's the first sign. Or, I guess, second sign. She's fucking gone. Where is she? I don't see her with my rizoculars. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She probably has more more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. My apologies. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? My last period today was a study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. Well, did you not hear the bell ring, moron? That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring. See? Natsuki gets it, and I hate her. Natsuki is a genius, and I fucking hate you. Why do you have deductive reasoning? I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Of course you're a pianist. Piano? I always know where you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just started recently. I've always wanted to learn the piano. That's so cool. No, it's not. You should play something for us, Monica. Yeah, play, Fearless. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. L. Monica smiles. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I should you leave out of Sayori's mischievous is what the fuck is that word?
What is what word?
It's escapable, but not.
See?
It's escape with an ADE.
Scape.
Penis. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Obese. That's a sin. Gluttony. Surprised you didn't know that. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Because she's a gay. Hey, Yuri. Huh? I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was just kind of waiting for you. If that's the case. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? I fucking hate you. You're not Goku Black, you're not Zamasu. Stop with the tea. You're not a Supreme Kai, mate. Then again, maybe you are. Thank you very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Blah, blah, blah. Goes to the closet, retrieves from blah, blah, blah. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Hands me a water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I look over my shoulder and scream, Gyat. To my surprise, the way she moves, really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have my water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Yeah. Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it is to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Okay, Monica, get off my dick, please. Let me get some game, okay? Let me get back in business. I need to get back in the Riz game, Monica, please. Monica, please mind your own business for once. Yuri with the clap back. Aw, shit. And this is a post on Gossip Girl, hold on. Oh, nah. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve ale in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, L. Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How can I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. Real. The way she says, Monica specifically says anything makes me scared and irritated. She says anything, I overthink it and think I'm gonna die or something.
Instant death.
Because I know the pain that is to come. Give it like 1 or 2 more club days and someone's gonna die. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect except for Cell. And me. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. That's a melodic way of putting it. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you for that? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. Me, too. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yes. Walk to the nearest water fountain. Once you fill the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. PowerPoint transition. Do you like oolong tea? Like the Dragon Ball character? I don't think I want pig tea. Specifically shape-shifting pervert pig tea. I don't know why we're making oolong into tea. Okay. Yeah, anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Oh, fuck you, man. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Oh, duh. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. My throat is dying from speaking so much. I've actually never had to read this much out loud before. I'm not even exaggerating when I say the back of my throat burns. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea levels. Tea leaves? Whoa. Why can't this be a normal game? If it wasn't a psychological horror, maybe I'd, why can't this be a normal game? Come on, it's so chill right now. And then the next day someone's gonna die or something. I don't remember when people start dying. I'm scared to find out. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out, it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. I have another request. Do you mind? Oh. She said sit on the floor. I thought she said something else. Why is that? It's a little easier on my back. You also see bad backs? I'm just saying. We could both have bad backs. Yo.
Fine.
Yo, it's over for me, bro. It's so over for me.
So
I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to Dude! Same. She's just like me, for real. Is that so? I wonder why that is. Mostly because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes. Urethra. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolates as well. A bag of small chocolate candies, and that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
It's okay.
I can't see too well, Walden. I'm so blind. To get glasses. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand, no shit. That's not holding the book, no shit. I end up in the position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally... I don't want to read that. I have to make sure to know. Yeah, you can read it yourself. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry, I briefly let go of the book and finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. You sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Mommy! 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 Ooga! We got an angle change. Ooga! I'm a degenerate.
What do you want about?
A better camera angle. I could look at this all day.
What? Will you just be saying?
I mean...
When Yuri is...
When I'm remotely closer to Yuri than normal.
What a fucking...
But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Pause. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips, as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her balls in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me and confirms what just happened. L. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, that's, well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right? No. I mean, not really in this context, but... Yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then... You don't need to stop or anything. Pause. I see. The situation has gotten really tense.
Okay.
The things I'd get. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that she can't focus right now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. This time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. That's horrifying. Don't look at me like that. Actually...
This really was a wow.
It really is a...
There he goes again.
How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her She breathes. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her ball in her mouth. I feel hot breath on my fingers. Stop! I think I'm reading a fan fiction, not playing a horror game. Guys, you have to believe me. This is a horror game. You have to believe me. Okay, everyone. What? Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. I completely forgot about that, actually. I'm pretty sure everyone here did too. L. You can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, duh. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up the room without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. That's fair enough. I can't go to a bitch and be like, remember that time my hand fed your ass? It's a bit weird. Why are you doing that, mate?
Out.
Who should I show my poem to first? You're not gonna believe who I'm gonna choose.
Yuri.
Makarov.
Okay.
Makarov knows Yuri.
Makarov?
Oh, you ever play Modern Warfare? Like the old ones? It's a line of dialogue from Ghost's Death. Spoilers for not Ghost, Soap.
Dude, spoilers!
Spoilers for like a 50-year-old game. When Soap dies, he says that. I think it's MW2 or 3. I don't... 2, 3, 2, 3. I always forget. Yeah. 2.35. Let's see what you've written today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. You like it? L. I'm gonna literally nut. This one might have been better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try and give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Swallow these nuts!
Whoa. Okay.
I can't wait to watch the VOD.
I can't wait to watch.
It'll probably be up like a day or two after this, but I can't wait to watch it. How long has this been? Almost 2 hours. Almost. Yuri visibly swallows. I don't know why I had to say that again. Even her hands appear sweaty. Her palms are sweaty. Her knees are gonna be weak. Her arms are heavy. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people who would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway. Oh god. I'm running out of breath. I'm running out of oxygen. Hook me up to an oxygen tank. Oh. That one tastes like pickles and Dr. Pepper. Oh. You want to share that poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Fuck, I can't read that! This is definitely getting into horror just because I see the word knife in it. Guys, I'm scared. I can't really read this. Google Translate. Cursive to English. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread. Guilty snack. For a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies. I can't read that. As an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious, well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon... Oh my god, I can't read this! Yuri, you're cool and all, but god, can you write normal? I want to be here for a while. It summons its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm I can't read. Projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A wish of blood. Okay. Classic. I can't read that. Oh, Pavlovian conditioning. I understand that.
Subliterate.
Not because I can read it, but because I know what I know what Pavlov did.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a psychologist. I know about Ivan Pavlov. I know about his Yes! My knowledge is applied to a video horror game, quote unquote horror game, where I can finally impress the emo baddies with my psychology skills. Oh yes. Yuri, you're mine, bro. You know who Pavlov is? It's over. Pull up. I slice the bread and feed myself again. That's the end. I was a bit more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Oh, my knee. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't exactly figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express Are we serious right now, man? I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more my. Are we kidding?
Bro be saying shit.
I actually can't talk. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Well, because they're unusual, you idiot, but because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, L? Yeah. Yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our own individualities. Ooh, I'm good at reading. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. You do. I can tell.
I can tell.
Because I do too. I know what you are.
I know what you...
I know how you die. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
Dude, spoiler!
You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening.
First he spoils Modern Warfare.
First I spoil MW like 2 or 3 from like 50 years ago, and now I spoil that everyone here dies, even though it's been established multiple times.
Viewers don't know that.
There really aren't many people like you, L.
Many.
That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you are to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Yo, the piano. Alright, so Yuri's next. I forgot I have to fucking listen to all 4 of these bitches, not just Yuri. I forgot other people exist.
Okay.
Oh, I like this one, L. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know, because you can't think. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again,
No.
I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Alright, so we got an idiot over here. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. I really want to say the joke now. But I'll save it.
It has to be done in context.
It has, yeah, we have to wait for the right moment to make the joke.
Make your choice.
It's funny because she might as well get hooked. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give that rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Anyway, that's unexpectedly poetic and really retarded. I think Sayori might have brain damage. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, L. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, guy. Bottles. I pop off my scalp. Like the lid of a cookie jar. Of course, fat ass. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach with my thumb inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in a bottle in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Jesus Christ, yapper over here. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles, deeper and deeper my fingers go. Okay, pause on that. Like exploring a dark cave, pause on that whole line.
What?
Digging and digging, scraping and scraping, I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. Damn, that's a bar. I'm stealing this all from my rap.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, my empty shelf could use more. My friends look through my locked front door. Bar! Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends, and they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after another, holding them out to each other and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is an echo, 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 echo. Alright, so you're certifiably insane, and I will be calling the psychiatric ward. Holy fuck. Sayori, did you really write that? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. And here we go with the whole thing. I'm scared now. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to you being so cheerful. Never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic, I know. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. She's foreshadowing way too much about her death. Not counting the poem, it's been like 3 times. That just Sayori alone has alluded to her demise. She knows. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always has the habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. You're autistic. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Hi again, L. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic.
Wow.
That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up the pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Pause. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into... You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm joking, mate. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boy... I'm crushed. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one. Okay. So we're insane. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. I'm scared. Save Me. That's a really scary title. You people are psychotic. Maybe that's the point, you dumbass. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless. That's a big word I don't know. A meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. The violent grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Hello?
What?
So we're in geometry. So we're in calculus. So we're in trig. Like playing with a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaninglessness. It's even more abstract than the last one, huh? I guess it's the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. Just kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. It's kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what the poem about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract, as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. I want to give you my tip today. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. What? What? Okay, so we're fourth wall breaking. That's a sign.
Yeah, it tends to happen.
That's a sign. That means tomorrow or the day after is gonna go really bad. I'm gonna save my game right now, actually, and see if she says anything. Monica, you scare me. You never know when you're gonna have to change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Load your game. Thanks for listening. What if I load that save? Hold on. I kind of want to load that save and see if he said something. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You might only want to change your mind or something on it. Saving about writing? What am I even talking about? Aw, I was really hoping she'd say something different if I loaded the save. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. Come to think of it, it reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you've never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend some time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Okay, that was a little unnecessary. I'm not Nero. I'm not dead weight. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she probably would just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem? Here. Oh my god, stop, it's so much.
What's going on over there?
It's just so much reading. One time I hurt my leg really bad. That's one of the lines in the poem. I'm already disappointed. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Okay, so we're discriminating. I discriminate against you, too. I was gonna say because you're... Never mind. That makes me sound transphobic. Amy has a cute singing voice.
What?
I heard her sing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound. To the rhythm of the words, but she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me, because she likes spiders. So her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has the other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world would be better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. You're fucked up. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think it was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with simple analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I find it to be an easy one to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn respect for others for liking weird things. That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about unusual hobbies of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has a weird hobby. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean, or yeah, you dick. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure, and Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions. is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Jesus Christ, finally we're done reading poetry. It hasn't gotten scary yet, and it's almost like time up. It's been minor hints at scary. By that I mean death foreshadowing and a fourth wall break. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I've said that every time she says that. I have something extra planned today, so if everyone can come sit in front of the room. This is about... Oh, I thought she said slavery. She said festival. Why did I think... Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for that 4-night festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well in last-minute preparations. Me neither, bro. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? You won't need more than just a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's good. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be killing people. Performing? But, Monica, yeah, we're gonna have a poetry performance. Each of us is gonna choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come up with and recite poems too. So Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. We didn't sign up for this. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud in front of a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best shot. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Okay, what are you, like my fucking motivational speaker? How about you do it yourself? You're popular, and you're clearly a lot better at public speaking than all of us. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree, I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little. Well, maybe, but it looks Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll figure out that. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Yeah, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Funny you should say that. Funny you should say that. More foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing is right.
There's a lot of foreshadowing in this day specifically, day 3 specifically.
Suspicious.
I'm scared. I'm really scared that like day 4 or 5 it's gonna be someone dying. I really hope not. I'm gonna have to like watch someone play through this game again, but it's also funnier if I go in slightly blind. But I'm also itching to find out.
I was curious.
They call me Curious George where I come from in the streets.
Do they?
No.
They
Where'd you
actually,
come from?
they called me Provolone, not Curious George.
You call me Provo.
Yeah, back in New York, they called me Provolone. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. No, she won't. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No fucking way, Monica. What the fuck? This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? It's harder to do it in front of friends, in my opinion. Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips in behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way That They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. Big glazing. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bring the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the resuscitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called Sigma Sigma on the Wall. Who is this kid? Okay. Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce, confident woman. The poem is filled of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. The fire inside...
What?
Fire inside referenced before it even came out. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned, like plus 15 for stunned enemy. Yuri snaps back into reality, and there goes gravity, and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count, dead. Okay, I guess I'm next then. So Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself in front of a mirror in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she liked my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, boom, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Everyone... This is even, you idiot. Even L liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be what that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the short, gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind it, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay, now who's next? Natsuki. Up for execution. Don't make me go before L. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let L lower everyone's standards before I have to do it. Okay, that's insane disrespect. Let me lower everyone's expectations and standards? That's crazy. How about you do it? Natsuki, you're a dick. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and stand in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. What is that word? Begrudging. Hold on, let me. I actually have to use Google for this.
What?
I can't sound out this word. Chat, this is like more of an EL. This is like literature club for me. Envious or reluctant. It means envious or reluctant. How do you say that? How do I pronounce that word? It doesn't tell me. It's an adverb. Wow. I'm so curious as to how to say this word. So I'm literally looking up a video.
Begrudgingly.
Begrudgingly. That's a weird-ass word. The poem is called Sigma. Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting, you idiot. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. That sounds like a bad title. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, boom, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess if that's the case, you won't have to worry much about the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think it's about time for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try and write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, and I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow. Then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up, and there's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm what the fuck? How do I say enthusiasm so horribly wrong? There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though.
Well, am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, L, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I'll call him with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home, and there's subtle foreshadowing. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh no, I'm scared. I am being put on the spot. This is like a bros before hoes situation. Because Sayori's my bro. But I like Yuri. I might have to lie to her face. I might have to just lie to Sayori and say I would still walk home with her instead of Yuri if given the opportunity. I'll do that. I'll say that to make her happier. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Al. L. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Jesus Christ, my voice hurts and there's nothing scary, guys.
Nothing.
Like, dude, people have to think I'm clickbaiting. People have to think I'm clickbaiting with my title. Unless people know
No,
that.
everybody knows.
Yeah, unless
Everyone knows.
like there's been a little bit of foreshadowing.
Because it's been a billion, gazillion years. How far are we in here? 2.5 hours?
Yeah.
Nothing has happened.
Yeah, nothing scary has happened yet. That's why I'm.
Even the psychological work is up.
Yeah, no, it's really getting to me.
Do not handle it.
Yeah, no, I'm starting to get really scared for what's gonna happen next time because I think I might have to end stream before something really scary happens.
You're back real bad.
I'm really scared that next time I boot up a stream is gonna be when, like, in the beginning of the next stream, something scary is gonna happen. Or that something creepy is gonna happen right now and I'm about to end. I can't wait to upload this VOD later in the week. I wanted to do the VO6 campaign, but instead of fucking playing DDLC Plus.
I'm back.
I'm nervous to continue.
Oh, you can end the stream.
I'm probably going to. It's been my normal 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's been 2.5 hours.
Alright, my save, yes. The 2:30 a.m.
But
save.
massive, like, major braid W. I unlocked the CM. I've done it. I've unlocked my role.
Hell
I
yeah.
can do it.
Oh god, I'm really scared. Because
Great time.
there was a little bit of foreshadowing in that most recent day. There was like a good amount of foreshadowing. But everything up to that day, there was literally nothing. And I'm scared. And then
Yeah, I mean,
I save and quit before
Well, I mean,
continuing. I save and quit before doing any dialogue, so all I see is Monica looking disappointed, saying "Aw man," which scares me, seeing her on the screen. So it's a good sign.
alright. Hold the stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to bed actually.
Gone. It is 2:30 a.m.
Yeah, I might continue stream tomorrow.
We'll see.
I'm gonna wake up and this is the first thing I'm gonna do.
You're gonna text me?
Yeah, I need to have someone here, else I'm gonna get really
You're gonna hit
scared.
me with no?
I'm gonna hit with a Joe.
Yo.
Yo, I'm gonna play DDLC. You wanna help me with my chronic addiction to anime games?
It's just me playing PlayStation in the background.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I unlocked the command roll,
Hell yeah.
so massive W.
I'm really afraid that someone's gonna look at my stream and have no idea what this game is.
Look at what?
Look at my stream having no idea what this game is. And then it's called horror, but then I play nothing but just a fucking anime dating sim. Or what feels
Well,
like
I-
a dating sim for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I feel like I don't think there's anybody out there at this point, like, doesn't go to DDLC for.
Yeah, I would hope that everyone knows.
People don't talk about it. People who know about it, like, they know.
I might watch a playthrough. I might spoil myself.
Okay.
Even though I already like, you know, watched a playthrough on this years ago. But I'm really curious. But it's also like the thrill of the reaction, you know?
Don't spoil it. Even though what happens in here, you should not. For the whole jump scare.
Yeah, I guess I'll let it scare me because it'll be more entertaining that way.
Yes. Better content.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get my computer back tomorrow and then upload the VOD on my laptop and then
Alright.
upload the VOD and then stream again.
Coolio.
Alright, I'll see you then.
See you, man.
Jesus Christ, it's so over. The game's got so much louder because I left a Discord call. This music is so fire anyway. Y'all heard. I'm heading out. I'll probably stream this tomorrow. So, see y'all.